Freedom, as the old saying goes, depends a great deal on who's defining it. Well, after the Civil War, there were two different theories about how black people should advance toward attaining freedom in the U.S. And one of those beliefs was espoused by one man who spent most of his childhood in West Virginia. It was a time when the winds of change filled the air. Black people were finally freed from slavery, but the struggle for that freedom was only just the beginning. A towering figure in black history, with roots in the Mountain State, would have a major influence on our nation's consciousness. At the time, a young Booker T. Washington, who grew up here in Malden, West Virginia, right behind the African Zion Baptist Church, was just discovering his own value and worth as a black man post-slavery.
He was an adventuresome child, very bright and ready to go. He saw his mother be a leader. They purchased a home in Malden. There was a ban by the KKK against any black living in Malden, and she engineered the purchase of a home in Malden. And they proved that they would be good citizens, good, clean, hardworking people, and she was successful in integrating this town. He saw all that. It was like, for him, it was like watching a movie with the plot. You know, how do we improve our lives and the lives of our families?
His focus on education was a tremendous focus that really had a lot to do with people rising from their original circumstances and getting some skills that they could take and create their own lives, a life that they could own, as opposed to a life that they had to live at the sufferance of someone else. These two great leaders were debating how black people should be regarded, how black people can live in a United States that has had them as slaves, has had them as free people enjoying full rights for a moment, and then when the country took all of those rights away.
What's important is Booker saw that by working with whites who had control and who had the jobs, that blacks could become equal by just participating in the regular society and the regular economy.
W.E.B. Du Bois should say, we should be able to step in right with everyone else and have the same things that everyone else has. Booker T. Washington, on the other hand, saw the mood of the moment, saw that rights were being eroded and not built, and said, the best thing we can do is self-empowerment.
I think we're seeing, in terms of the historiography of Booker T. Washington, that he's now being seen in the context of his time, which was the lynching era, when he was just trying to keep people from being horribly terrorized and mutilated and killed. And that's what he had to deal with day to day. He didn't know the word American Dream. It's not coined until the Great Depression. But his whole program was to expand the American dream to African Americans.
Author Larry Rowe has written 2 books about the life of Booker T. Washington. He's a docent at the Booker T. Washington Childhood Home site in Malden.